All right. Hello, everyone. It is August 9th. Welcome to another wonderful Kubernetes Contributor Summit meeting. I will be the cruise guide for the day. Keep in mind, we do deal with CNCF, so we abide by the CNCF Code of Conduct. Don't be a jerk. Be nice. Keep in mind, this is all being recorded. We're good? I think we're good. All right. Nothing really in terms of lead updates right now. I think it's really going to fall under CNCF, comms, and reg. So, Deb, I see you're on.
Hello, yes. I don't have too much either. The first is just a reminder about upcoming deadlines. August 16th is the finalized AV requests and room layouts. I know we've talked about it previously, but if anything changes, we just need to finalize it by then. And then the second is August 20th for the t-shirt artwork, which I know Josh is working on. I don't know if you have updates there that you're going to talk about later or not. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was the reception location options. We heard back from Lucky Strike, and they are willing to, we had two questions to them. The first was about the quiet area that folks could kind of step away from the party area, and they are willing to provide a roped off area of the public space. They put a caveat that this is a bowling alley though, so quiet is relative based on alley noise. So there may not be a ton of other people in that space that they rope off, and it will be away from the larger group. So in terms of talking, that's fine, but you may still hear some noise from the people actually throwing balls down lanes. There is an option we could look at, they did say that we could ask the owner if it's possible to reserve the outside patio, but it's not very common that they approve that. So if we do decide to go down this path of Lucky Strike, we would ask for that, but I can make no guarantees. So. And then the second thing we asked about was the TVs and screens. So there are 4 TVs and screens in the lounge. They're checking on the capabilities of streaming, but no answer on that yet. And we do have the option to bring additional in if needed. But then Paris also had shared the Ace Hotel last week, and she got a bunch of pricing, and I don't see her on this call. But we reviewed all the things, and it is significantly more expensive than the other 2 options, going above the budget that we have for it. So it looks like a really, really cool space. It does not have any of the activities. So like we'd have to bring in monitors or cornhole or whatever we want to play. And it's over budget. So I don't know this is the best budget friendly idea for us. I would lean more towards the Lucky Strike between the 2, despite the fact that the Ace Hotel is a super, super cool venue, it looks like.
Sounds good. I'm thinking / leaning towards Lucky Strike just because I feel like they have gone out of their way to accommodate our initial questions. Not to mention, we have done the bowling alley type setting before, and it worked really well. I think everyone enjoyed themselves. So long as we have that, as Josh put it, what was it? Socially quiet, but not orally quiet area.
Yes, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. Cool.
So we should make a decision on this in the next week or 2, just so that we can kind of work with contracting, especially because we're going to have to work some extra steps with them based on the new health and safety guidelines that KubeCon put out last week. And the more time we can work with them on that, the better. So like I said, I don't think Paris is on this call, so I'll send her this update as well. And then hopefully by, let's say, August 23rd at the latest, we can make a decision on how to move forward.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think we'll try.
End of week would be great.
Yeah, I think we'll try and get this decided by end of week. That should be well within our efforts.
Perfect.
Only other thing I was going to mention, we have now passed, as Deb reminded us, the custom physical signage requests, so we can't get those in anymore.
Correct. Digital signage would be the way to go at this point.
Yep. Anything else from you, Deb?
I don't think so. If I will point out, I mentioned it a little bit ago, but the health and safety page has been updated for KubeCon, and we are abiding by all those same health and safety guidelines for Contributor Summit. So if you have not checked out that page, please make sure you do it. It includes mask mandate, as well as some spatial new instructions. So all things that we will take care of the logistics for, but since you all are hopefully participating in KubeCon in some way, it's also beneficial to see it from that perspective too.
Just a quick question on that. Are we going to be enforcing it, or is that going to be coming from the CNCF directly? Like, is this kind of considered us enforcing code of conduct, or is it more like?
Oh no, we'll have staff on site to enforce it for you. So if there are any issues,
cool.
you can come to our team for it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can we take a quick AI to just update the Contributor Summit page with a link to that, just so it's like more links are better?
It should already be there.
Oh, well, thank you, Bob. All right. Thank you, Deb.
Should we consider having just a face mask instead of a t-shirt for the Contributor Summit?
A thought has crossed my mind.
I'd need to use a different design, so I'd need to come up with something.
Here's my thinking. Well, go ahead, Bob.
The only reason, like, I would prefer it to be like an and versus a or, just because, like, you know, when this is theoretically over, you're much less likely to wear the face mask versus the shirt, where you can, you know, we have people that are still wearing the ones from 4 years ago.
And I was going to say that I would be bringing my own KN95 masks, so I'm not going to double mask. And I'm sure many other people will be in that same boat.
I think that's something to think about. I don't think we have to have a decision now. I also mirror Bob's sentiments, which is no surprise.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah. Well, and I'll admit that right now I'm wearing a t-shirt for a startup that went belly up in 2009. So
I'm wearing the, I think this was the 2018 Contributor Summit shirt. Like
Seattle, yeah.
Oh. All right. Anything else in terms of Deb and CNCF updates? Otherwise, we will move on. All right, Laura, you are up next.
All righty. If you are interested in coming to the content meetings, I only have 2 people who filled out the doodle. That's not really enough for me to schedule a meeting. So please fill it out if you're interested in being part of said group trying to figure out content. And I will post it again up to channel if I don't see anybody responding today. That's up in the Summit staff channel. The CFP is officially out as of this morning. It is on the website. So, and I think we're working on comms, which I think will be coming up in just a bit with Chris. So just so that you know, the form's out. If you have any problems, you know, throw something soft virtually at me on Slack, and I will work on that. And then dot voting was the only question I had. Right now, the way that we have everything scheduled is unconference topic suggestions will close on October 1st. And then we want to announce the schedule on October 4th, which is a week before the conference starts, before the summit starts. You think the weekend is enough time for people to do dot voting? we
would personally opt for at least one weekday. Like if instead of the 1st, it closes on the 30th, and then we can have the poll up on Friday. So there's, you know, a weekday. Alternatively, we can have it close on the 4th, or sorry, we can have voting go through the 4th and then announce it on the 5th. I want to make sure that we straddle at least one workday, because I know some people literally go, it's Friday at like 2 p.m. later and just shut off their work profile on their phone and they're out of Slack, you know?
Makes sense. I just wanted to double check with folks. Take a pulse on that. That was the one thing I forgot to put into the schedule. So I will move it to schedule gets announced October 5th. I don't think it's going to change anybody's mind about where they're going.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're majorly trying to get the schedule out early enough for people to start planning.
Yep. Cool.
Cool. That's all I
Anything
got
else?
for content unless somebody has questions.
Chris, you're up next. Comms.
So we've been bike shedding a version of the email that's about to go out regarding CFP and comms, or CFP and registration. Yeah. But sadly, I can't get to it right now. It's being very weird.
I just opened it.
I know, right? Like it's telling me, Murr, you're offline, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm very much online. So
Storms.
yes, storms or sunspots or something, who knows? But yeah, I think it's pretty much done. I've resolved all the comments that I saw prior to the meeting starting before it told me I was offline, but I'm actually online. I was trying to type in Tuesday, October 5th just now, but it wouldn't let me. So take a gander at it. If you would, please throw in your comments, and I intend to copy this over after this meeting into the main doc once we're done, kind of deal.
Sweet. So we should be able to get comms out like end of day today.
That's what I think that is safe to say. Yes.
Sweet. All right, sweet. I see Laura putting in the additional dates, so you should just be able to confirm. From my eye, I saw that my suggestions were good.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah. If anyone else has any comments, I say get them in, and then by like an hour after this meeting, Chris, just lock it down.
Yep.
Sweet. Anything else in terms of comms?
What's next was my question, but I have that somewhere saved. I'm sure it's telling me I can't access it, but whatever. I'll find it after this meeting.
Off the top of my head, I don't know what would be the next like scheduled comms, but realistically, we will probably in like 3 weeks want another at least tweet, if not full on blast, about filling out CFP stuff, and a reminder that, there's a contributor summit happening.
Right.
Also, theoretically, in 3 to 4 weeks, we will have a much better handle on, knock on wood, it's staying in person.
Yeah. Let's see, from last time, the next thing was registration changes and then the schedule invite. Those were the next two things. So
yeah, I think at this point, anything is going to be ad hoc. I would just put a pin in, like, again, 3 to 4 weeks. Hey, reminder, registration's open, CFP is open. These are the dates that are closing.
got it.
Just a nudge email.
Yeah. I'd actually keep the nudge emails probably coming maybe even like every 2 weeks or something like that, because like when we were doing the celebration last year, literally like after every email you saw 50 people register, and then it would like go dead until the next email, and you saw another 50 people register, and then it'd go dead.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
But it can also be like, just like, hey, we are now planning, we've gotten 20 CFP submissions and 100 people have registered. So it can just be like small status updates too. And just in terms, like the rest of the messaging can just be copy pasted from the previous one.
Yeah, cool with that.
Sweet. Nothing else. We'll move on. Arnaud, I think you're going to have yet another pretty easy one since the comms haven't gone out, but go ahead.
Yep, that's right. So basically, we just got 4 people in the list of registration approvals. So I hope we get a bigger list of people after Chris' email. But I still have a question. It's about staff. I don't think we gave the link for the staff.
No, we should put the link in Summit staff. And it's probably worth it also to post it in Contributor Summit Slack. Just like, hey, registration's open, yay.
Not the staff link though.
No. Sorry. No, not the staff link. I'm saying two things at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, put the staff link in Summit staff, blah, 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 blah. Sorry.
So Deb, is it okay? I put the link in the Slack channel.
Yeah, as long as you all are okay sharing that, because I know that's not a private channel, but it's moderated.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep.
And that's all for me.
No, I don't think you did it, bro, Eddie. You'll be fine. Celebration, Paris is not here, but we kind of did go over things. Like I said, I think we'll just like Bob or I'll post in Summit staff that currently we're going towards Lucky Strike, and like essentially lazy consensus that if we don't hear any like negative thing or negative feelings towards it, we'll just say, yep, we're doing Lucky Strike end of the week. Any other celebration questions from the lovely people? All right. Anything else? We can have the discussion on mask swag. Kind of already started, but otherwise, I don't think we need to make that decision right now.
Oh, yeah, I got the impression that the answer was no.
No, I thought it was in addition to.
Yeah. The we'll have to see. So I mean, obviously, if we're going to do something in addition to, then I would say let's just get the Kubernetes masks that the CNCF store already has.
That's kind of what I was leaning towards, just because we don't have to do a whole lot.
Yeah,
we just
because I don't feel up to coming up with an additional design, and the t-shirt designs I've come up with will not work on a mask. So here we go.
Yeah.
The just don't have nose pieces, so I'll bring a bunch of sticky nose pieces with me. The yeah, no update on the t-shirt. I haven't had time to work on the chosen design since the last meeting.
Okay. Gonna tangent quick. Arnaud is pointing out Summit staff has a lot of people, so the staff link we'll just put in the notes. That should still capture everyone, and then just we'll kind of make it as a an agenda item. Hey, staff, make sure you signed up using this link. Just make sure. Now capture everybody. All right. Is there anything else? We have hit the end of the agenda. I also always like short and sweet meetings. Not that I don't like y'all, I just like short and sweet meetings. Going once, going twice. Bob, stop me if I'm missing something.
I don't think so at this point in time.
Yeah, this is pretty easy. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good and wonderful week. Happy Monday.
Bye, everybody.